I'm Scott Allen Miller. It is the 27th of October, 2022, and this is my vlog of daily life in Leon, Nicaragua. I stepped outside to do today's recording. It's been a pretty gorgeous day all day, a little bit on the warm side, and as I stepped out, it's raining on me, so I'm getting a little bit wet today. Hopefully you can hear me. The microphone failed on the video just the other day, but I think it's working fine now. It has been a busy week. This is as close to cutting it to the wire as I can really get with these videos. I am recording it. If this even makes it, I'm cutting it as close as I can, recording it with just enough time to upload, edit, and get it to you guys. And oh, I can see the rain coming. I got to find something to get under. Oh, we're walking faster now. This is a lot of rain. Was not expecting a heavy rain today. That is a surprise. So today is Thursday, and I'm going to keep this one kind of short, partially because I'm now stuck in the rain, and that was not what I was planning. But today was going to be a short update anyway, because we're really busy. So the things that are really keeping us busy at this point is mostly house hunting. Sorry for the water on the lens. We're really seriously looking for a new place to live, and as we get chances, we're going out and looking at houses, and we're starting to find some options that we think are going to make sense for us potentially, but we need to see some things and see what we want to do. So we're busy with that. But we also had today, and this is crazy, we had one of our employees decide to quit in kind of a bizarre, makes no sense fashion. And it's someone who had just started and had never really got going with his work. So it was not a big deal that he quit, and it didn't affect us at all. But I found it really interesting, and we talked about it a bit, and I think it's something worth mentioning here. And this is really bad light, but I'm not sure what to do given the rain situation. We're going to blow off the lens though, so hold on. So one of the things that's a cultural difference that happens here in Nicaragua is that people have a tendency to either threaten to quit or actually quit their jobs with some frequency. And it's something that as Americans we don't really think about, because when you have a good job, you don't want to give it up, you don't put it at risk, and you certainly don't quit and then just assume you'll get to keep working. It's kind of a hard line. We consider it a legal issue, right? Once you quit, you don't work anymore. Like, the employer can't keep giving you work or allowing you to continue working, and the employee can't show up. So if you quit, it kind of draws a line in the sand naturally, just because of the way the law works and the way that all the mechanisms take place. Here in Nicaragua, it's common to kind of get upset, have a bad day or whatever, and just in a rage quit. And it may be because of something at work, or it may be something personal, and it's just a reaction to it. Well, one of the problems with that is that if you're Nicaraguan and you quit an American company, of course our reaction immediately is to accept your resignation and disable all of your systems, and you're done. The idea that you would quit and then want to come back doesn't really cross our minds. Why would you want to do that? That makes no sense. You certainly don't quit if your goal was not to quit. It's a very final thing. So this is a cultural difference that you need to be aware of, that one, you may have staff that do this to you, and two, be aware that they may not be intending to actually quit when they do it. It's also a good warning for Nicaraguan staff. If you quit to a company that's not Nicaraguan, they may take that pretty seriously and actually think you quit. I'm not really clear how Nicaraguans quit normal jobs if quitting doesn't mean quitting. I don't know what they do to manage to quit. That's odd, right? It's a weird thing for Americans to have that be a reaction and have a thing that happens. So we're not really sure how to deal with it. Immediately after he quit and we accepted it and disabled his systems, this kind of came up as a discussion point. We're all like, I bet he didn't really mean to quit. He was just being really immature and impulsive. And his hiring manager, who's not from the company, like the person who actually brought him to us, is like, wow, these young guys sometimes are impulsive and really dumb about things. I'm blocking a microphone from the rain in case you're wondering. And he's like, he's just an idiot. That was a dumb thing to do. We're like, yeah, but we certainly don't want people who are going to react that way. That is a terrible, terrible behavior mechanism. Whether it's cultural or not, it's not a good thing. And we've had people do that to us before, and then go back to their Nicaraguan managers and be like, no, I just show up to work again the next day or whatever. And I'm always very strong on don't let them do that. Don't let other employees see employees using quitting as it becomes just say, I want to go home early, so I'm going to quit, and then tomorrow act like I didn't quit, but you can't be mad at me because I didn't work for you during the time in between. Like, that doesn't work. And so it's an interesting thing that comes up, and you just kind of need to be aware of. But so that happened to us today. And it's going to play into a story for tomorrow as to why we're so busy as well. But that was pretty much our day. That was the big thing that happened here. It is Thursday. Please remember to like and subscribe before I go on to the rest of the show. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Ask your questions. I'm incredibly wet out here. This is a lot of rain. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can buy me a coffee. That's down in the links below as well. Hopefully, if I get to that. And as always, share on social media. Tell your friends about the show. We have grown enormously. It's awesome. We're over 1,800 subscribers now, which is amazing. Thank you so much to everyone. And we're going to go do the throwback, which I did already record, so I know we have that. And I'm going to try to get this out for you in time. So this is a short one, not a lot of news. Hopefully we have a less rainy day tomorrow to bring to you. Let's go do the throwback. All right, we're doing the throwback for the 27th of October 2022, and I have my notes over here. Today we're on the Olympus with the 17 millimeter Mzuiko f1.8, and today Mia getting me up early every day. That is the challenge. She gets me up so early, and I have to feed her till like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then she goes back to bed, and then she gets me up again. It is really hard, and it's hard for me to remember now, 3 years later, because we're doing the throwback, that this is what it was like all that time ago, because it's so different now, but still so dramatic. Now we have 2 dogs, and now they let me sleep in a little bit later. I don't normally have to get up until between 7 and 8, sometimes at 6, but that's about it. But they keep me up until about 2 or 3 every morning. And it's now Clive who does it and not Mia. Mia has calmed down so much that she would sleep long periods of time. Today's big thing is, well, Liesl kept working on her RPG Maker. She's working on her new video game. She did that all day until we packed up the family. We headed off to go up to Denton to go to a LARPing event, a LARPing potluck event. Now think about those terms. If you're not familiar with LARPing, that's live action role playing where people dress up, so it's like cosplay, but with like rules like D&D, and you fight in fields like nothing, and like historic reenactors. And combine that with a potluck dinner like a church social. And Rachel was hosting part of this potluck, so she was cooking things, and the kids really wanted to learn about what she was doing, and Kat wanted to go check it out. So we all went up as a family and did like this big thing. It was hours and hours and hours. So that was a huge part of our day. But the girls got pretty bored. Liesl was really anxious to get back home and do her video game stuff, which she did. And then this evening, because Dominic has never seen any of them, and I haven't seen the sequels, we watched The Hangover 2 and 3. And Paul has been traveling. I believe he's been in Saskatoon, and he was back today. That is the throwback. I hope you guys enjoy these, because I try to keep them quick and simple. They're really interesting for me. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comments below. Ask your questions. Go watch the old video. I'll do my best to link it. If you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee, and I will see all of you tomorrow.